Welcome back to another stream. Yeah, I know I just streamed yesterday. And I would like to apologize because, because yesterday did get a little hectic. Is it? Yeah, I'm live. I would like to, humbly apologize, because yesterday went out of hand and pretty much nothing happened. Why the fuck is it so laggy that way? I hate... Because the edge of the map, I think. Alrighty. But yeah, let me do a YouTube intro. Unless I decide to merge last episodes with this episode's. Alrighty, audio's broken. What is up, y'all? Welcome to another YouTube video. We're back on the center. I am gonna give up on this intro now because y'all know that I'm here now. I don't know. I don't like the idea of a cringe intro, but I also don't know how else to do an intro, so, you know, it's kind of just run with it. Not quite, but you get the idea. Last episode, or if this is just continuing the episode, editor and me figure it out, I was looking for a Doed and I miserably failed, and instead I started binge talking with some friends. So, yeah, we're gonna do that now. We're going to look for a Doed, which will be cool. This stream will probably be significantly shorter than last, just because I am running on 1 hour of sleep, and I've already done a shift at work, so I'm already kind of at my limit of how conscious I can be. So just we'll keep that noted. I think still gotta figure out why the dragon flies awkwardly like this. So we'll have to figure that out later. But yeah, my goal is basically the same as it was earlier this video or last video, depending on, again, what happens. For context purposes, I'm just going to say last video. From here on out, if this is just one video and I say last video, just be aware that I'm referring to this video because, or earlier in this video, because at the time of recording, I didn't know what I was going to do. Really depends on how much of the other video I find that has useful content. Which realistically, I only really think there's about like 20 minutes of decent content, which might pass for a video, but there's no conclusion, there's no nothing. It was kind of just like, it was kind of just that. Looking for Doeds. I don't know if Doeds could spawn here. 95 Quets just spawn like crazy, man. And Gigas, that's crazy. What are you? how common gigas spawned on this map. Wonder if I'll run into an alpha. Or an alpha Zadrir dragon. Specifically. Because the spawns are a little wonky at the moment because of, what was the frame rate alright? Yeah, it's alright. Because I've gotten so many mods, some new mods added on mid-playthrough, which I think I need to stop doing. I think that's been my big problem. I think that's what caused so much problems on the ASA series. Or not the ASA series, the 100 Days on Scorched Earth, which you'll see on the 10th. Be there. The problem being, if I can... I think I added mods mid-playthrough. Well, not only did I add mods, but mods were updated mid-playthrough. And that in turn, caused the spawns to get all out of whack. So, yeah. That looks too big to be a Yudi. Is that a Yudi? Oh, it's a Karcha. Took a bit of a beating from it. Not too bad of one, because wild Karchas are a lot less dangerous than wild Gigas. At least when you are on the back of a ranger. On foot, Karchas are more dangerous because they're slow. I really need to try and tone up a little bit, but I'm really tired, as you can probably tell with the tone of my voice and how slow I'm talking, low I'm talking, and all that. I am not all there in the brain today. Honestly, I really should just go to sleep, but I don't want to go to sleep and then wake up and then be like, oh shit, now I can't go back to sleep at 10, so I can wake up for tomorrow early so I can be productive. I don't know. I've been wanting to be productive, but it's also now that I'm done with the 100 days, I kind of just want to take a break from hardcore editing. Just kind of chill for a little bit. Let's get some stamina first. Just gotta wait for the stam. Actually, I was gonna try something. Man, the fact that I can't turn off that hard is kinda sad. Oh, man, that person just left. Alrighty, because, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna do this, attention grabbing because of how quiet I am. I am very, how should I say, monotone at the moment because again I'm exhausted. So yeah. Make sure that I didn't break acro spawns while I'm at it. Is an RG. Oh, what the hell am I kidding? There's a lot of RGs. Voldia. Really gonna make sure that I'm not, acros are still, I hope, acros should still be spawning. I didn't get rid of acros, so it should be. It's also, like, weird, because it's like, yeah, there's new spawns, which is kind of prioritized, like, I don't want the new spawns to be prioritized, I want the spawns to be equaled out. Probably should leave one of my, like, if I get another Zadri or Dragon, I might leave it like small so I can navigate more accurately and dense urban environments. what's with Packy? It is still early enough in the recording where I can just say I don't want to do this. I think I'm going to the conclusion that I don't got the energy for this. Because I don't want to edit at the moment either. But I'm kind of... Coming to the conclusion that I'm actually kind of surprised that Aloes would want to pick a fight with something my size. Idea. Wait, I just realized this is where Granty made his base on his 100 days on the center. Which I'm not doing in ASA, not yet at least. Not till a long way in the future. I just heard Quetz noises. There might be a Quetz nearby. Oh, I still haven't seen an Astrodemus yet. Too many of them are attempting to spawn in. I might need to oh, I don't know how to mess with their spawn rates. To be frank. We might just be stuck with too many, and if that is the case, I might eventually just get rid of them. To see what people mean about this dragon mod being buggy, because I'm starting to feel those bugs. Delayed damage, problem. Like, it's not hitting what I'm trying to hit as accurately as I want it to. But, let's pull the, it is kind of buggy. Starting with that. It felt a lot more clean when I first. Now that I'm using it more, it's starting to go from, oh, this is a really, 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 really clean dinosaur on the level of the Archidicians to, this is a really good creature but needs some tweaking. Which, I mean, is the case with it. It is still in very early yeah, I'd say very early development. There's still a lot of things that are kinking out. Like, eventually they're going to get a new taming method, which will be interesting. Taming method should have something to do with an egg, but it shouldn't be as simple as steal the egg and you're good. I feel it should be more of like a something along the lines of, maybe because Zadri or dragons could be seen as more intelligent, you could have them be like a neutral with an inclination of hostility. Like, what I mean by that is that they're neutral until you, like, kind of like dire bears, until you invade their personal space, or unless they're already hunting. But the reason why I bring up this idea of personality is you can have it to where they will get curious when you are around their nesting area, and if you are like a Zadrid nest unarmed, like limited like barely not no weapons, but like if you have no weapons equipped on your hand and you have whatchamacallit, no armor on, or like cloth armor on, it'll see you as not a threat. And because it sees you as not a threat, it'll be curious about what you're doing with the nest. And then you could, through that process, both tame and claim the Zadri dragon and its egg. And in that case, you could, make a choice where you get 2 Zadri dragons, or you give the egg back to its mother. Or say like this, you can do it where you get 2 Zadri dragons, one a hatchling and one the adult, but they don't get any levels. But if you give the mother the egg, like say you let the mother keep the egg upon the table. Via that choice, the wild Zadri dragon would inherit the child's levels, and would be, say, like, if they were both level 150. And this would make Zadri dragons really powerful, but it would make the risk and the awkwardness of the taming mechanics super worth it. But say, like, the parent and the egg were both level 150. If you were to go through the taming process of kind of gaining the dragon's trust by being passive and defending the egg, per se, yeah, you help the Zadri dragon defend the egg, you can be given the choice to either claim the egg, which will allow you to claim the mother as well, or you claim the mother directly, and the egg will, the mother will take the egg, essentially. And instead of getting a, of course, it will be a die. level 150 Zadria dragons, you would get a level 300, while you would lose the imprint buff of, you know, the baby. You'd get a level 300 Zadria dragon, which would be awesome. Slightly overpowered, but could be mitigated with some stat changes, or, you know, just seen as like a rewarding tame. Like, say maybe to tame a Zadria dragon, you need to defend it from different waves of creatures, and the higher level the Zadria dragon, the stronger the creatures are. So say, like, if you were to defend a level 150 Zadria dragon, you'd have to fight a level 150 Giga, or something like that, or a Karcha that was wanting the egg, seeing as that new baby and the mother are both extreme. One will become extremely powerful, and one is extremely powerful. It would be taken as a threat, and because it's taken as a threat, they would if my brain can brain, they would be attacked by other apex predators who would feel threatened, and this would be kind of the lore behind it. But it'd basically just be a cool, unique way to tame this creature without having to, you know, hand fist a, or it was just a cool mechanic that could work for it. The egg from inside it. Because that is a bit easy unless you just ramp up the narcotics. Which then, yeah, it would work. But it would also make the Zadria taming super annoying. Because these guys are super fast. To where, like, without a Zadria or without really powerful tranks or a trap, they're virtually impossible to knock out in a consistent way. Which, you know, is not the greatest thing for a, if my brain could work, for a player to have to deal with. Or something like that. I forget where I was leading with that. But that's just it. You could also have, like, say, a summoning ritual where Zadria dragons, in order to tame them, you need to create, like, a ritual area using a structure that will lure in the dragon, and then you go through, like, some sort of process of steps of earning that dragon's respect, and then if the dragon deems you worthy, it will give you an egg. As, again, I'm leaning off the fact that the Zadria dragons would probably be really smart, in, like, the idea of, like, the Targaryen dragons, as they're inspired of. Maybe smarter, because they would have the concepts of respect and understanding, you know, social cues from interspecies mingling, which is a little bit more advanced than Targaryen dragons, who are kind of just animals that are kind of raised up to know what to be told. But, you know, still, it kind of leads in that kind of idea, if you know what I mean. The general, like, these dragons, these creatures are smart, and to tame one you have to earn its respect. And say the ritual was, like, a really expensive, like, level 70 thing that, like, requires, like, wyvern talent. Well, I wouldn't say wyvern talent, but say it requires, like, trophies that you collect. No, you wouldn't want to kill other Zadrias. It would be alpha trophies. You'd have to put in, like, Karka, Giga Hearts, and Tyrannosaurus arms, and the better the alpha trophy, the more respect you'd get from the dragon. And the dragon would take these trophies, and after a certain period, you'd get the egg from it. And then, you know, with that level Zodreer, it would need more and more trophies depending on whether it's an Elder or an Ancient, and whether it's like level 110, like level 10 or level 150, and then it would give you the better chances of an egg. And then maybe there's even like if you give it alpha trophies, like like hunter trophies, it would add a percentage chance for not only a mutation but a level boost, where, like, say there is a 20% chance if you give it alpha trophies, it'll get 10 plus 10 levels to the base level. So say you get a level 150 Zodreer Dragon, and you give it nothing but alpha trophies, and say you hit that that RNG wheel of it getting plus levels like 3 times. Instead of getting a level 150, you then get a level 180. And then, of course, you could theoretically do this and consistent, and it would be a randomized. It would be randomized. And there was a chance that you could. And it's basically gambling with a dragon. And then you can use you can technically like spend alpha trophies and get no mutations and level mutations, which would include increased stats because you get the 10 plus levels and all the stats that would accrue. But then you could also brain, please. Mr. File. I don't really want to quite yet. But you could also hit where, like, every single trophy you give it gets plus 10 levels. So say it takes, like, say you use Alpha Raptor moves, and it takes like 20 claws, or not 20, but say it takes like 5-6 claws to fully tame the Zodreer Dragon, and each one of those claws hits the 20% 10 plus mutation. So then that Zodreer baby would be level 150 plus 60 levels, so it would make it a base level hatchling of 210. And then say maybe if you use, oh, that's an acro. And say theoretically you, yeah, you better not fucking. And basically, I'm a flying gate. Mr. Acro. And say, like, if you use, like, Alpha Moza Tooths or Alpha Rex, Fangs, it'll give you a, 40% chance. Because 50 seems kind of broken. And, 30 seems kind of low for, you know, using an Alpha Moza Tooth or a Alpha Rex Tooth. It's like, oh, you just killed one of the strongest creatures in the game, for a trophy to feed to the dragon to get better level chances. I'm only going to give you 30% chance of it actually getting the level. So that means that 1 out of every third and a half fangs, you'll get a mutation, or a stat mutation, and there is a chance that you won't get it, meaning that you could sink like 4 of them into a creature. That is a level 140. Holy Sheebus. Problem is I don't got the equipment to take that down. It's like 7,000 health. 7,000. Got the equipment to knock that thing out. I genuinely just do not have. Yeah. But this is just me spitballing off the top of my head. It might be some good ideas. It might be total ass. But I guess we'll never know because it probably won't happen. Because knowing mod developers, either they're going to keep it as just knock it out and get the egg from its inventory, they don't feel like doing another way, and they just tweak the settings and the stats and all that, or they're going to do some kind of like loyalty gaming system where like you something akin to like the Karcha and the Amarga, but you know, don't honestly, I don't know what the process would be. I don't think it would be just killing, because for a dragon for a Zadri dragon, that sounds kind of mundane, to put it simply. Damn, this cave is and it is tiny. I remember this cave from a Vaughn video, and he had a mod for it that made it into a massive cave, which was kind of cool for PvP. Oh, there we go. Are you kidding me? Fuck, there's supposed to be good levels, man. I mean, I'm getting good level other creatures, like I've seen a good level aggro. I've seen a lot of good level quests. These Zadri dragons are really good. Just these damn no-heads don't be good level. Wait, hold up. Is there... Hold up. If I... But, yeah, it's just my idea. Now that I think about it, I kind of want to come up with future ideas while I'm doing this, because I have nothing else to talk about. It's the only thing keeping me, functionally going. Look at that, 2 of them. Oh, a level 145 ascended? I thought they were going to remove the variants and just add skins for the Acrocanthosaurus, but that's not on the list. I don't know. Creatures that would be cool. Something that would be, well, let's think Genesis, right? Because Extinction's already got a thing. Genesis 1, what would be cool? additional creature. I think for Gen 1, with the theme being, I don't know, actually, a lot of my ideas that are popping in my head are kind of just different repetitions of different kinds of creatures. Like, the one I was playing with for Genesis 1 is like Ornithomimus, a mutated Ornithomimus, where it's like, got a special ability, like, teleport, or something like that, or like one into the different like biomes, making it like where you could teleport on the move. But that's also kind of like absolutely useless. Actually, here's a cool idea. Actually, no, that doesn't really fit the tone of Genesis. Ooh, actually, wait, hold on. Ooh, Edmontosaurus. A mutated Edmontosaurus in Genesis 1 that would spawn in on the... it could spawn in, I think... Be cool if it spawned in every biome with different kinds of variants. You'd have a snow variant with like pluckled feathering. You'd have a volcanic variant with like hardened skin. You'd have a ocean variant that is a lot like relaxed and like a kind of a normal Edmontosaur, but was there's that doe-head that I need, but could like sources better, or it's level 45. I thought it was level 145. Damn you. It would be like more like grungy and mossy, and then each of these 5 different variants could interbreed with each other, or can interbreed with each other, and it would just have like mixed results on what, like if you were to breed a like a magma Edmonto and a swamp Edmonto, you basically roll the dice on what kind it was. But its stats could mix. So say like, you know, the Swamp Edmontosaur has a affinity for melee damage, for being to be better at harvesting, or the Magma had a higher stat affinity for health because it's tankier and bulkier. You could breed them together to get better stats. And then the main idea of the Edmontosaurus Actually, that kind of would be the mechanic there. I was gonna prompt a Edmontosaurus that could, you know, use like a Hadrosaurian shout that would teleport creatures en masse in between biomes from anywhere it was, as long as it had enough energy. Oh yeah, and then a lunar variant where it would be... Actually, a lunar variant wouldn't work. Oh, actually, no, yeah, it can. It would be a tech Edmontosaur, but it wouldn't be able to procreate with... Oh, there we go. There we go. This is how it is. So there'd be the 4 biological Edmontosaurs. The magma variant, the snow variant, the tropical variant, and then the bayou variant, where these 4 biologicals could interbreed, and as to the child, it'd be a random chance of which kind it was, aesthetically. But stat-wise, the stats would mix. And as each of those creatures would, like I said, all these different variants of Edmontosaur would have stat affinities. Like, a Magma Edmontosaur would have a better affinity for health. Like, it would have a better chance of getting higher health stats. Or maybe even abnormally high health stats. Like, say, normal Edmontosaurs, like, their max health stat you could find in the wild is, like, 40. Whereas, like, a Magma could have, like, a high health stat of, like, 50 to, like, accentuate it being in a harsh volcanic biome and having the defenses of, like, thick, almost molten skin and all that. I'm getting into semantics. But each of these Edmontosaurs would have different abilities, and then the 5th one would be a which wouldn't be able to procreate with other Edmontosaurs. However, it would have the special ability to carry a ton of weight and be able to teleport in between the Genesis simulation with a bunch of stuff on it. Like, it could carry, like, say, a normal Edmontosaurus' weight per 1%, per 1, I think it's a percent, or no, per, like, a normal Edmontosaurus' average weight would be like 600, whereas this tech one, its average weight would be 6,000, so that you could carry a inhumane amount of, or not inhumane, but like a massive, I'm going around the wall trying to see if I can find it, get a better vantage on it, but you get a massive amount of stuff on it, and then it can transport resources between, so say, like, you have, you go to the magma biome with your Doed or your Anki and your Quetz or whatever you want to use, and you go on a massive element run. Well, then with the Edmontosaur, with the Tech Edmontosaur variant, you could then use it to teleport those resources and it en masse in one go, instead of saying, like, having to put it in like a tech transmitter and then having to deal with that stuff. That could also be a secondary ability, is that it would allow you to transfer normally untransferable things like artifacts, trophies, and elements. But in exchange, taming a Tech Edmontosaur would be insanely hard. Like, the other Edmontosaurs would have like a easier stat, like, taming mechanic, where, like, say maybe it's like, and maybe they each have different ones. Like, the tropical one, it would be a standard knockout team. The magma one, you have to knock out with a gold. The bayou one, you have to passive tame, because it's in a poisonous environment as it is. It's already used to narcotics and poisons and berries, so it can't be knocked out by force. So you have to passive tame it. But you'd have to use, like, Gilly and stuff, because if you did, it would try and attack you thinking you are an aggressor. As, it's in a hostile environment, it's always getting attacked. If it sees something, it's going to get attacked. And then in the snow biome, say you have to, say, here you go, you have to, loyalty payment, which is technically a constant thing, but basically you gain its loyalty, like, say, like an Martysaur, and then you, you would then go around, say, instead of hunting stuff, you would, if my brain could function, please, you would go on, like, maybe, like, a little mission, because Genesis is all about the missions, right? You'd go on a mission with the Edmontosaur, or, not a mission, but, like, it would have a mission where you have to either, like, go protect its eggs, or you have to go and get it, like, some special resource that it wants to eat, and it needs help getting, or something, like, a random, thing. And then you could tame it. And then the, Tech Edmontosaurus, foreshadowing and collaborating with the idea of the Strider, you'd have to hack it. You'd have to hack it, and, instead of, you know, using, like, mutagel or mutagen, you'd have to use element, like, hundreds of element, so that when you do get this creature, you, like, it would take, like, 1,000 element, which is not easy to get, but it would accentuate why it would be so hard to get, which would, you know, be a nice barrier for its ability to transfer element to and from places. If you know what I mean. I don't know, it's me just spitting shit. This episode has been a complete bust because I can't find a Doed and I'm tired of looking, and I'm running on 1 hour of sleep. So, sorry for the third person who just joined. I saw you join in the chat. I'm shutting down stream now. If you want to, you could rewatch my rant about cool creature ideas, and if you're an artist, run with that. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed me ranting. This probably won't become a video. Or a continuation to a video. So, yeah. See y'all in the next one.